Well, good morning. Actually, I meant to, in, do my vlog at night. Unfortunately, sorry, trying to get a little background music going on. Um, Unfortunately, I ended up in bed going, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do a live video, and I was enjoying going to bed at 9:30, and I, even though I toss and turn for a couple hours, um, which is my normal routine, um, I knew that if I actually got out of bed, I wouldn't be able to finish my daily routine. And anyway, so I wanted to talk about my routine. Wednesdays are a really great day for me because those are the days that I put makeup on. I try to do my hair because I'm online teaching physically with my students. And um, yesterday, I told my kids that I will not be coming back to the school. And they're going to be seniors next year. And I had a couple cry, and which you just got to know that it's hard to love your kids so much. And that's my problem. That is one of my big teacher issues, that I love and I love hard. And when I love, it's for life. Um, doesn't mean you have to stay in my life. It means I will always love you. And the one girl who got me crying, she had to like close her screen and everything. Um, but I ended up having the best conversation with those girls. Um, all the boys were checking out, like, oh, I don't care about Miss Hirsch, but it's boys. They don't do that. They don't get emotional. But I knew that this was going to be hard. This group of kids, it's my honors, juniors, and they're so like open, and they're so authentic, and they're so honest about what they need. And as a teacher, that's what you want. Like, you want kids to tell you they don't know something and not fear there's a consequence. So as I'm tearing up and thinking about it, it was awesome to go from that to talking about what are we going to do after the quarantine. We all agreed we're going to get our nails done and our toes done because we're looking rough. And I said, well, some people, they needed their eyebrows to grow back in anyway. And so, some of the girls were like, Hirsch. And I was like, but that's what we do. We joke with our kids. We love our kids, and we're authentic with them. And I think that that's when they see us as humans that go through the same things that they do and the same struggles that they do. I think that it really affects, it makes your job easier. Honestly, I don't have discipline issues. I don't have any other issues with my students. Um, I have those knuckleheads that I'm not coming to class until I want to come to class. Those kids, I always keep Elkhart in my heart. That's where I've been raised most of my life. I'm a Hoosier through and through. But now that I'm living in North Carolina, it's been really interesting. Yesterday, they announced that Mrs. Tubbs, I'm going to cry again. Mrs. Tubbs, the assistant athletic director at Memorial High School since 1972. She has been the athletic director almost 48 years, the assistant. 48 years. And how do I know that math? Because I'm about to be 50 and I was born in 70. So 48 years of her life have been at Elkhart Memorial. And at the end of this year, Elkhart Memorial will be no more. And Phyllis has decided to retire. And I think that it makes it so permanent, you know? When somebody who's been such an influence. And I think this connects with what I was just talking about. Like, Phyllis was always hard to get to she was kind of like a prickly pear. On the outside, rough and not so appealing. But when you get inside, that woman is a heart of gold. And I think I'm like that too. But it's just really hard to see her life, that this is a real change. And anyway, I just wanted to just acknowledge that Phyllis Tubbs, affectionately known as PT, um, when she's taking a change, oh my gosh, like, it's really over. And I think that's the hardest part for a lot of us, is like that era, that time has come to an end. And it's really hard to see a place that you, like, 10 years of my life I spent in those doors. I was there early, I stayed late. I loved that building. I loved those people. I love the kids. And that's hard to think that it's all going to be so different. And I have colleagues still there that are, they're holding on, and they're being transitioned into the new Elkhart High School. And I love the fact that they're two separate buildings, but one high school. That's been something that I think has been needed for a long time in the community. But it's just hard, thinking that one season is ended and another's about to begin. And I think we have to mourn those things. Because I know Phyllis is going to be mowing people's lawns in her neighborhood all summer long. And if they ask her, I'm sure she'll bring that mower right to the football field at Elkhart Memorial, or Elkhart. I don't even know. I doubt they'll have a football field there, but it'll be nice to have that. Maybe it'll be the soccer field. Who knows? That'd be awesome to have the soccer field there. So that way, there's a lot of things that are happening for the good. But anyway, there's been, changes is real. And I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. Waking up this morning, I just felt like it's raining outside. Change is happening regardless. The flowers bloom. Spider had to die this morning. He decided he wanted to take a bath with me. I don't think so. So he ended up, he's down under. But I just want you guys to think about that change is necessary. What was our normal isn't our normals anymore. The old norms are no longer. And I just have to say, there's a new expectation. There's a new role that we will place together. um, that we seek um, our new norm, our new place where we fit in. Um, you know, there's rumors that there's going to be a second wave of the coronavirus, and they're trying to avoid, having large classrooms, or they're trying to avoid having situations where people are not they're using things correctly. And so, like they're not wearing masks, they're not washing their hands still. I think that some people, I just don't understand, think that this is a fake thing. When my daughter possibly has it, her partner does. There's a friend of mine, her boss, and was a professor, had gone to Spain and had come back and was self quarantined. And a few months later, she ends up full blown coronavirus. Like her body fought it for long enough, and then it was like, no, here we go. Um, so I just want you guys, to know that change is not easy. Change is, sometimes we have to put the dead and mourn the dead. And I've had that revelation years ago, but every now and then you need a new revelation of it. So, um, like my name, Jennifer, and I don't like Jennifer. My dad used to call me Jenny. I was Big Jenny, and my mom babysat a girl named Little Jenny. I don't even remember the girl's last name, but I do remember that it always made me feel like such a little girl, and I was not a little girl. And Jennifer just felt like another person, another lifetime, which it was. For a season of my life, I was known by my last name, Hirschberger. Hirsch, Hershey. And that's going to stick. That's probably going to be who I am as a teacher, my military days, all that stuff. But when people deal with me one on one, I want them to understand that I am a gem. I'm precious to God, and they need to take care of that, understand that. And the reason I'm saying that now is because I think that that's another part of the metamorphosis. You have to grieve, you have to close the door completely on one thing, and have to prepare yourself for the process of incubation. And I think so many of us don't even realize the process is so confining. And I do definitely see the caterpillar making the cocoon. And right now we're in the cocoon, and we're completely closing in on the old self. And when we come out, we will be hopefully a butterfly and not a moth. A butterfly, can help pollinate. A butterfly has a purpose. A moth does as well, but not the greater purpose. I mean, not a larger purpose. I guess we all have a purpose, but those cocoon states, we have to be very, very careful of them. And I just want to encourage you. This is my day 3.2, and then I will do a day 4 at the end of today. But change is necessary. Change has to come. And if we stay the same, why? Why are we living when we're staying the same? Why do we continue on? This isn't necessarily where we want to be, right? Is it where we want to be? I don't know. I would just encourage you to enjoy the time in the cocoon. Enjoy the time. God bless.